Hey everybody, I'm Matador Phillip, and that right there is my wife, Hipster Mermaid.
Hipster Mermaid.
And it's been kind of a glum day here. Like, for starters, we slept in a little later than we wanted to. Like, we have an alarm clock, but I ignored it when we got up, or I fell back asleep, or something. I don't really know yet. And if I can just step over where the light is a little better. Her computer's still having problems, so she's not able to do the things that she wants to do. And then we got videos to edit, but we don't really have a whole lot else to work on at the moment. So it's just been kind of a lot of kind of sitting here going like, well, yeah.
Well, it's frustrating because like he's getting work done by editing, but I can't do anything because my computer's not working.
And then I'm frustrated because she's frustrated, and I don't want her to, because it's no fun to see somebody that you love just sit there and just like feel frustrated and know that there's nothing really you can do about that. So it's been just kind of an off day in general, but I'm not super worried. I know it's going to be able to just get better within a couple days once your computer's all healed up and you can get back to that.
I'm frustrated, y'all. I'm frustrated.
I think somebody else is frustrated. I think that might be Moxie, because we mentioned that we were going to take her out for a walk. She's not going to get super excited about it this time. She knows it's old news.
Moxie, go for a walk. Go for a walk.
That's why I have my leash on.
I'm dragging it, guys.
It's November in Texas, so warm weather is nothing unusual, but it is unseasonably warm right now. Like it's like 76.
It's not unseasonably. That's fairly average.
That's true. But then at the same time, within like a few days, we're gonna be having our first freeze, they're forecasting.
I don't believe that.
Yeah. They're saying that we're technically overdue for our first freeze, but this is Texas, so what does that even mean? I don't know how Matthias gets his walking shots to be so steady.
Practice.
Yeah. We're talking about getting a new camera because this one's really nice. I really like this camera. But, oh.
How do you break?
Yep. Anyway. But yeah, we're talking about getting a new camera because this one is really nice. It's really great for vlogging. It's a fantastic vlogging camera. One problem we are finding with it is that one of the things it's not so good at is shooting prolonged video. So it's not good for doing videos of Let's Plays and stuff like that, which is what I've been doing a lot of, doing video of gameplay and, you know, videos that are going to be like fairly longer. So it's not good for stuff like that. If it records video for about 20-ish minutes, the camera overheats and it stops filming. It just turns itself off.
For a while it was one of those things where it was totally something that we could work around, and for vlogging it's not that big of a deal because we kind of turn it on and off as we're vlogging anyways. But it's just become a massive fail as far as, or a massive flaw rather, when we're doing setups, because like even if it's like, oh, we have to like, you know, we might have cut there anyways or nothing would have happened, it kills the momentum to have to reach up and readjust your whole like recording setup. It's really frustrating to have to readjust technically in the middle of a recording because
it really takes you out of the zone.
Well, it takes you out of the zone, and then even the act of leaning forward to turn on the camera can sometimes mess something else up, like
it can jostle things.
It can jostle things like your microphone, or a million things could go wrong in that little span of time. The frustrating thing is when we're doing any like video game capture, it's so horrible because then we have to, every time the camera dies, that's the only thing that dies. The audio keeps going and the game capture keeps going, so then we have to resync. It's
a new recording that you have to sync and figure out when that is, so it takes like 3 times as long just to set up the video before you can even start editing.
So I would say that is definitely something that needs to be fixed.
The camera's definitely the weak point in our setup right now.
It's a good camera. I'm not saying it's not. Like, this is a really nice camera and I'm really happy with it. I'm just not happy with it for what we have to work on very specifically. And we've talked for a long time about the fact that we were going to need 2 cameras. And here's a little thing about us. I'm the one who balances the books and does the budget and everything like that. I take care of us, like the making sure that financially we're okay. I pay the bills.
Because she's better at it.
Just because yeah, I figured it out.
Not for any particular reason, because she's good at it and I'm not.
So I do that. And So when I see that we need something, my immediate response is, okay, well, let's figure out how bad the need is. And if it's above 50% of like a need versus like a benefit versus non-benefit or versus splurge, then I'll go ahead and get it most of the time.
And then for me, it's just kind of like, does the thing cost money? And if the answer is yes, I'm just kind of like,
Sometimes it's really been helpful to just put it off a little bit longer and just to wait. But there are also times when I'll say, okay, here's an expense, it's a larger expense, we need to make it. And he'll say, oh, I don't know if we should make that expense just yet. And I'll say, okay, well, all right. And we'll revisit it in just like a few weeks or maybe even a few days. And I'll be like, I really think we need to do this expense. And he'll say, I don't know, I think we should wait.
You see, that's the thing, is that there's a sense of, oh yeah, we should probably hold off because maybe something else will come up, but then also, that's a universal thing, and it doesn't, that condition never actually goes away, which is the thing I have to keep in mind. Like, if I look at something one day and say, yeah, we can probably hold off on that, odds are I'll say the exact same thing like 2 months from then.
Yep. To be fair, I always listen to him when he says wait, because I know that I'm notoriously impatient.
That is also true, which is what makes this issue particularly tough to get around, because I'm overly cautious, but she's also very impatient.
Incredibly.
So we can never tell who's being unreasonable, if anyone. So that's the thing, we have to figure out, like, is one of us overreacting to this situation? Also, the videos are might be a little bit more steady now, I can't tell. I'm gonna have to wait until editing to actually see. We got them on this little tripod thingy, like you can see in the shadow. See? It's one of those cool little tripod thingies that folds and wraps around things, which hopefully is making things a little bit more stable. Because like when you're holding the camera in your hands and you're walking, it does a lot of this, which you probably notice if you go back and look in some of our older videos. Like anytime I do a time lapse of us walking forward, it just starts going like, and it's less than comforting to watch.
My day was rough, and I went for a walk and started feeling better. I played some Fallout and I started feeling better. And then I got a notification on my phone that made like everything so much better.
You got it?
I got it! I ordered a necklace from Amanda Faye's Etsy store like 3 days ago. And her turnaround time is fantastic. And here it is! It's like, this is better than anything I've gotten in a long time. She wrote a note. Obviously, she's the seller. Stay awesome. I will, Amanda Faye. You stay awesome. Ta-da! I'm so excited about this. There aren't words. There just aren't words. This is exactly what I needed today. This has been such a rough day, and this is exactly what I needed. I'm beyond happy with this.
On an unrelated note, look at all of this. Look at all of this. we didn't actually go out and buy all this. We actually, like, her office where she works was getting rid of a bunch of stuff, like getting rid of a lot of the snacks that people just didn't want for some reason. So I said, hey, I like snacks. And then I didn't realize how much of it there was. I've been eating off of this pile right here. I've been eating off of that for like, what, like 2 weeks now?
Yes.
There was a lot. So I just wanted to point that out because just in case that was like in the background of any videos where we're like, there are like 1 million Cliff Bars in that thing. This guy has a problem. No, I don't. I might, but I didn't go out and buy them.
You have a very generous wife.
I'm just a generous person is all. I just take food from people who don't want it.
I was about to say, how is that? But then you finished it. Like, how is taking food generous? 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 It's generous, guys. Very generous. It's generous of you. You know what else would be generous of you? If you got me pad thai.
Again.
Don't you judge me.
People are gonna think we have a problem. We don't care, by the way, if we do have a problem. We get pad thai a lot.
It's my favorite. It's my favorite.
They know who I am there now. Like I go in and they're like, hey, how's it going? So they know who I am now, and I don't know if I'm embarrassed by that or not.
Embrace it.
I'm thinking I'm not.
You're bad at holding the camera.
I'm bad at putting you in the shot. You're bad at being tall. How about that? I'm sorry.
That was a mean thing to say.
I was just
Did
kidding.
you hear that?
I was just kidding. You know I was just kidding,
I
right?
know.
Okay, good.
I know. You're a good
You look like genuinely hurt. I was like, oh God, I'm sorry.
I'm really good at the puppy dog, guys.
Mhm.
I'm really good at it. Are we gonna get dinner?
Probably.
I'm hungry. Oh! Rude!
He just like slapped you in the face.
You want it down. Is that so?
I love how he doesn't even like yell at any of us. He just kind of yells to the house. You look pretty today.
Aw. Really?
Yeah.
I had to redo my hair like 3 times.
No, we're not 100% sure how to end this vlog, so we're just gonna kind of end it like this, here, sitting on the couch. Just kind of enjoying life with the dog over there.
We're gonna go to bed.
Yeah, it's bedtime.
Time to go sleep.
You played some more Fallout. But made an adult decision, and we're not playing it late into the night this time.
Yay! It's such a hard decision.
It's part of the reason that we had a hard time getting up this morning.
Okay, well we're gonna go to sleep so that we can hopefully get up at our normal time, which is like 5:30.
Yep. So we will see you guys tomorrow then.
Bye!
Hey. What are you doing up there? Get down from there. What do you think you're doing? Yeah, you made a little bit of a miscalculation, didn't you? He knows how to get down. He just wants my attention.